Rail strikes kick in today for many parts of the country. That's in an ongoing row over pay. It's with the train drivers, ASLEF. And a big freeze is bound to put some people off from leaving their homes.
Yeah, there's a risk, of course, of snow and ice across Scotland, down the eastern coast of England, from Newcastle upon Tyne to below London. Schools and businesses are being forced to close in the coming days.
So how bad is it going to get? Let's talk to senior meteorologist with the British Weather Services, Jim Dale. Jim, good to see you as always. What do we make of this and what are we looking at?
I'll tell you what I'm looking at the moment. I'm looking at a lot of snow in the Forth Clyde Valley of Scotland. Some also over the southern uplands and Cumbria, a little bit into Dumfries and Galloway. Not much else elsewhere, to be honest with you, but a hell of a lot of ice, that's for sure. And I'm going to say the double-barreled digits, -10 in parts of Scotland. It's the Highlands and the Grampians that have got that, but that's what we're looking at this moment in time. And it's a widespread hard frost this morning.
Is that unusual for this time of year?
Yes, it is, and it's about a decade since we sort of saw these sort of temperatures, and it came 2009, 2010. It came with blizzard conditions, in actual fact, that lasted 3 or 4 weeks through Christmas and just beyond. I'm not looking at that this time around, but it's quite interesting actually, because I know the warnings have not gone out for tonight, tomorrow, and there is a plug of milder air, less cold air, but wetter air coming in from the Atlantic, and that actually, as it hits, as I'm going to say, central UK area, so Midlands, particularly northwest England, northeast. Could well be some snow tonight into tomorrow morning and through tomorrow. So that's definitely one to watch. But yeah, we're in the grips of Christmas. It's nice to see a bit of snow, even if it's come early. And by the way, you probably don't know this, but on the day itself, Christmas Day, it's my job, one of my jobs, to count the snowflakes for the bookies. In other words, I officiate whether or not we have a white Christmas. So that's my job on Christmas Day.
I'll slip you a tenner, Jim.
Yeah, Stephen. Naughty.
It's worth a try.
I mean, yeah, it's still quite a few weeks, isn't it? Yeah, so it's silly to ask you, is it, what it's going to look like on Christmas Day?
And it's silly to ask me at this moment in time. I do put forecasts out to the bookies, to be honest, and this morning simply said no change, because at this stage, meteorologists can't say whether or not we're going to see this or that. What I can say to you is that the cold weather, the ice, the snow will be all gone by Wednesday, Thursday this week. The milder air does get in. I say milder, I'm going to say less cold. That's the best way of saying it to you. So a little bit of a sea change, and we'll stay with that probably for a week or two, and then we fall into the unknown category of, as we run into Christmas and what that's going to be like. So I'm sure you'll have me back, and I'll be talking all about it, what the odds and who's getting where and when, and when we got a good chance or not a good chance. But at the moment, let's stick with what we've got and be careful out there, as I say, with the ice and some parts the snow. It is a little bit dangerous. You talk about supermarkets, by the way. I'll just finish on this one, if I may. One of the other jobs I do is I report to solicitors, police, and other people in terms of what goes on outside supermarkets, what will slip on ice, the claims that are made. So if you're a supermarket manager, make sure you've done your de-icing this morning, your grits down. You know how this goes.
Yeah. We might have you back, Jim. Just depends. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So we shall see. We shall see. Thanks very much indeed.
You're welcome.